Peace, people. Back in the building with another video. Today is Tuesday, November 5th, election day. Get out there, vote, do your thing, do what makes you comfortable. That's what we're here for. You know, you got to do what satisfies your pleasure. We're gonna talk about a few things today. One of the things we're gonna discuss today is how important peace of mind is, and how imperative it is that you stay away from messy people. Okay, we're gonna talk about that a little bit today because what I've learned over the years is, man, messy people and miserable people love company, and it's draining dealing with people that just, always got something negative to say, never has no real positive input. One thing I learned by being on earth all this time is there's no in between when it comes to your relationship with people. If a person messing with you in a real way, they gonna show you that. If they not, they gonna show you that too. Because amongst all things, loyalty is key to any relationship. If I can't trust you, whether you're my friend, cousin, whomever it is, then there's no relationship. I have to be able to trust you, and trust you in a manner to be able to tell you things, to depend on you not to switch up. One thing I always say about people switching up is if a person switch up on you, they was never with you in the beginning. So you have to know that a person switching up on you is a person that's just been probably pretending like they was cool with you, but at the end of the day was just waiting on that moment to act funny with you. And one thing I'm a kind of person that once I find out you're funny or you want to be funny in that kind of fashion, I'm kind of like, I'm going to leave you alone. You know what I mean? Because relationships are not that complicated. And as I told you, messy people love company. Miserable people love company. I have met people in my life where I have never done anything to, whom, just ended up, being on some nonsense. And my thing is always to kind of weed people like that out of my life. One, life is too short, you know what I mean? And you don't have to fool with anybody. You get what I'm saying? It's no written rule. And that goes to family, friend, or relationships. You don't have to deal with anybody's nonsense. Now, to a certain degree, you do. Like when we get to cousins, brothers, mothers, and wives, and people you love, that's different because you're tending to accept the good and bad in a person. You know what I mean? That's different than somebody just trying to be negative towards you for absolutely nothing when you ain't never done them no wrong. These are the people I'm talking about. The people that want to pop up and play victim when you ain't never did nothing to offend these people. And, that's one thing I can't get with is those people that want to play victim and act like, somebody's doing something to them or trying to do something to them when they either they really just don't know you or they just really trying to be that messy. I have always been kind of like a laid back person, you know what I mean? And I love those who love me. That's the kind of person I am. And I show you some love off the rip too, because at the end of the day, man, that's all we have out here is each other. And you have to learn how to deal with those around you and especially those close to you. You feel what I'm saying? I just don't like to be dealing with messy people. If you got those kind of people in your life, man, get rid of them. You don't need messy people in your life, especially after you get towards a certain age. You might be tolerable in your 20s. Like I was tolerable to a degree, to deal with messy people. But after a certain age, I'm kind of just like, I'm over it. I don't need to deal with a messy person or a person who just wants to be negative for no apparent reason. It's a waste of time, man. So make sure you be aware of these kind of people, man, because they tend to pop up in your life at some of the most craziest times. And one thing I really can't stand is that person you meet who want to have an opinion towards you or anything around you and you didn't ask them for their opinion. Y'all get what I'm saying? Those kind of people. who worried about your relationship or what you doing in life when they know they not gonna put a dollar on your rent or help you do anything. Those are the people I'm speaking on. You know what I mean? So man, keep your circle tight, keep your circle clean, you know what I mean? Watch those that you need to, you know what I mean? But if you have to watch them too hard, they probably don't need to be up and around you. So try to be around people that's like-minded, and that's kind of like into the same things you're into. That makes things easier, you know what I mean? One thing I have never ever kind of like been about messing with is wishy-washy person, you know. And that's kind of like why I'm such a secluded person. Like I don't really mess with a lot of people because people are fickle. You know, you get a person and they want to get so emotional that they think it's okay for them to yell at you and you ain't did nothing to them, but they mad at somebody else, and I don't play them kind of games. So yeah, just a little info for you to navigate these streets while you're dealing with other people. You know what I mean? Be vigilant about the people you deal with, and especially about those you bring up and around your family. You know what I mean? That's very important because you can't have anybody around your family, man. I've never played those games. What I'm waiting on today is to see who's going to be the new president of the United States. So I want to know who y'all voted for out there once again. Let me know in the comments. I did give Quincy Jones a rest in peace. I'm going to give him another one. Rest in peace to Quincy Jones. I don't like to be into too many topics, so I try to stay on a couple topics. So right now, I think they say it's even with the presidential race, so we should know by this evening who is going to be the president. You know, like I said before, I don't have a horse in the race. We've had multiple years of Democrats and Republicans. Neither party will move the needle for African Americans or poor people or colored people in general. It's just not going to happen. That's not how the system was set up. It's not created to do such a thing. And the sooner people realize that and come to that understanding, the better off you will be. For me, you know, so yeah, we shall find out. I'll probably be doing another video once I find out who the president. I am curious to see who they gonna put in there, because we got to remember the president is basically selected. It's not a democracy like we think. That's just a fact. So yeah, just wanted to get on here and you know, speak on a couple of matters right quick. I hope everyone's out there having a blessed day. Y'all stay up. Peace.